Yo, how's it going, guys? Back with another stream. Today we're doing some Krieger SMP lore. I'm just gonna quickly get, a few things set up, send out some notifications, make sure I'm actually streaming, and we'll get right into it. If you would just please start up stream, would appreciate it. Why does it not say I'm live? Why does it? There we go. Why does it say I'm playing Hollow Knight? Heck! I keep forgetting to change that. Where does it say that? Where does it say it? No, I'm not playing Hollow Knight. I'm playing Minecraft. Minecraft. Done. There. Dislike that I keep forgetting to change that. Alright, anyways. I haven't streamed in a bit, that's why. Sending out notifications. There it is. And finally, here, yes. I do apologize that I'm taking a bit just to get started. I promise I will get started real soon. Just need to make sure everything is working. Okay. Click. Excellent. Alright. Let's get started then. Okay. Alright. So, we're back here, back at Qualms. I've decided to come back here. It's been a while. I've still been trying to figure out how exactly to deal with my kingdom's current situation. And it took me a bit to... I took the food back I got last time and managed to... It'll survive us for a decent bit more. I still have yet to clean up this lake that Sal asked me to, or up here that Sal asked me to. Looks like there's a little bit more stuff growing on here that looks almost man-made. I might have to ask about that. However, it's been too long. Last time I was here, Ham Jam was sick and something had happened, and now things, I don't know, there's an air of change. And it's odd. Well, I guess I'll see who's around and figure that out then. There's Meep's house. There's the entrance right here. It looks like they've made like a tower, a torch, or something out at the front. Looks really neat, but like, I don't remember it. Maybe I didn't see it before, but it looks new to me. Alright, well. Into Qualms I go, I guess. Got Meep's house over here. This seem like, what, stage over here, I guess? Yeah, with lecterns and stuff. Alright. Oh! Wait a minute. Hold on. Excuse me. Hello, sir. I feel like... Hi. So are you a resident here at Qualms? I don't know, I feel like I should know you. Trident. That's only really an ocean-specific weapon, usually utilized by... Do I know you? Do you go by King Clubbo? Uh, preferably. I mean, yeah, sure. If you... That's usually what I go by. Yeah. But you seem familiar. Who, can I ask, may I ask who you are? It seems that you only talk by using signs. You just prefer not to, I guess? Prefer not to talk? Name is Meep. Meep. Wait a minute. Oh, you're Meep! Oh! Oh, yes, of course. Did I grab that? No, I didn't. How could I forget? You've changed. What happened? You look quite different from the last time I saw you. Yeah, and so, yeah, this is your house, and it's been a long time since we last crossed paths. I've heard that you resided here in, before it was a long story. Okay. It was a disguise, maybe? Is that what that said? Alright, okay, alright. Interesting. It's been a while since I've... Oh, over here? Alright, then it does seem that there's a lot of people over here. Alright. They're going over there? Wait a minute. Should we approach? I need more information. I need to know what happened to your eye. Oh, it's a flower. Hold on.
There we are.
Oh,
Hello.
hello, Clemmo. It's good to see you again.
It's been a while, yeah. You were, Tori, I believe, right?
You betcha.
Yep. Okay.
Jeannie, is it a bad thing that I don't know how to act in front of royalty?
No, it's fine.
Don't believe I've met you yet, have I?
No,
No.
I'm the owner of the little business that is right
Of
there. Yeah.
Oh, of the tavern.
Yeah, the food business. Yeah,
Right.
the tavern. Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Well, it's
Nice to meet
pleasant
you.
to meet your
It's
acquaintance, your highness.
You don't have to treat me like that. I only
Okay.
really need the royal
Okay.
whatever in the ocean. It's okay. I understand. Out here,
Okay,
honestly,
that's-
out here, I'm more of a
that's
foreigner
better.
than a king out on the overworld. So you don't have to worry about that.
Well, still, you have the crown.
Hmm.
So,
Well, it is true that my authority only really applies in the ocean.
He's still
Anyways.
a pretty, very good guest to have here.
Thank you. I'm glad every time I get to meet new people and see all you guys here. But do you think I could get your name, possibly?
oh, I'm D. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you, D. I'm assuming you know me by your reaction of seeing me.
Well, kind of.
Kind
Jeannie,
of?
Jeannie has
Oh,
about you.
oh yes, okay. Well, I will formally introduce myself then. I am King Klebo of Sunasis. It's pleasant to meet you. So, anyways,
Nice.
it's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Since you've joined this conversation, pretty much we found TNT here. Anyway, follow me.
TNT?
Just don't worry about it. It's
Like-
fine.
like
Apparently there's
explode.
a-
Welcome to Qualms.
Just allow me to make.
Everywhere.
Allow me to clarify that I'm getting
There's
this
a-
overworld thing right. It's explosives, right?
There's what?
TV.
Whoa.
I
Wait, Sal's back? Sal's back?
Oh, hey, Jeannie.
Sal's back. Oh my god, where did you go?
Huh? Sal. Oh, and Peanut,
Um,
right? Sal and Peanut.
This town
I
is
took a
riddled with
visit
people
back
today.
home,
it's not
to
peanut.
say the least.
Oh, and Bread.
Hey, you
Oh,
have
and wait,
horns.
actually, wait.
What are you?
Who are you?
Some guy
Do you not recognize me, D?
from another place.
I don't.
I did look a bit
Sorry, you
different
seem to
last
talk quite
Sal.
quietly. I don't
Sal.
think
You're basically
I
just
don't
some
think
guy
we've
from
met.
another place.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Hey,
Anyways,
Okay.
Peanut, right?
well, you know, I'm a goat.
Yeah.
Not right.
That's not right.
Incorrect. Yep.
incorrect. You're
My-
not
my-
Peanut? I thought
My bovine brother.
Peanut,
You're
the
back.
owner of Qualms? Where? What? What? Then, okay, then who are you?
Former leader of Qualms, that's who he is. I am the leader of Qualms.
And you're not Peanut.
Mm-mm. He's a former leader.
Okay. Well, you look awfully similar. I can tell that you look different clothes and all, but
Mm-hmm.
if you're not Peanut, then who are you?
James.
James. So, wait. If Peanut was the former leader, what happened to Peanut?
I
There's,
said
He died?
Yes.
Yes. Unfortunately, he asked Endo to kill him, and they did.
Yeah.
We don't look into it too directly.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Basically,
Yeah.
there was
There's a little worse stuff
I
than
leave
Peanut's
Qualms.
identity. I hate to say it.
Ugh,
Yeah,
what
Clevo,
happened?
there's a lot going on.
I leave for what? Not very long. I come back and suddenly everything's changed.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry,
I still
King.
have the alliance.
I was also confused.
I know.
I
I'm
am still
glad.
confused.
That's good. Are we going somewhere, or do you
Yes.
just okay?
I know where I'm going. It's fine.
All right then.
Uh,
Do you wish to
but-
explain, or is
I
that
don't.
for a later time?
Explain what? There's a lot of things to explain.
That's true.
Choose your topic, man.
If you,
We
if
Choose
you
my
want
topic.
me-
I don't even know what topics are available. Apparently.
We have Endo, we have Peanut, we have what the heck's going on with Qualms. I know a little bit more. The virus. We have a lot.
Jamie,
Virus.
if you don't feel like explaining it all to him, I would be happy
Oh,
to
there's more
explain
that
it
you don't know
later.
either.
Virus. The only thing I know
Oh.
about a virus is I remember Ham Jam talking to me last time I was here that he felt a bit sick around Endo's Manor. That's all I know
Yeah.
about that. But is that even related?
Yes.
Yes. So start. Since that's the only thing I really
Here in the world,
No.
their voices.
since that's the only thing I really know, start with that.
All
What
right,
is this
then
about
we'll
a
stand here
virus?
and have a nice conversation before we move topics. So pretty much the virus is, I don't know, something that Endo got. Their entire house is pretty much infested with it. So if you go near it, you get infected with it. I
Oh.
think that Bunny has an issue or has a different
Bunny.
version of it
Oh.
where they came into close contact with Endo before they died.
Close
by their
contact with
blade.
Endo before they died? So Bunny was
Yeah.
killed then, or near
Yes,
death.
Bunny's been killed. Oh, sorry, you weren't there for that. Yeah,
I
Bunny's
wasn't,
died a few
Jeannie,
times.
you don't understand.
I-
While this is a nice city and there are lots of people in it, I'm not one of the people who live here. I live in Thanasis. I know essentially nothing that goes on here, as much as I would
Yeah, I
love to
forget
know
who
more.
comes and goes here. Anyway, the TNT thing. So I heard TNT come out here and kapow, this is what happened. Love Endo so
Oh.
much for this.
Oh my.
Don't say
Hold
oh
on,
mine,
I
you're
haven't seen
standing
this. I
right
wanna-
here.
What in the overworld
Oh.
happened here?
TNT,
Well, shit.
everything in and around here is dead except for the farms, I believe.
The farms. Everything
Big A
is
farm.
dead.
Yep.
What even
Everything's
would have
dead.
caused such destruction of such magnitude?
TNT and Endo.
Has Endo
Which
really gotten
apparently
that
can
bad?
accomplish a lot.
Yes. Quote, because it's fun, you should try it. So,
You know,
I can't
I
deny
don't-
that
I don't-
Endo's a little messed up.
I don't even know
little
what
messed
goes
up,
on
yep,
with
and then we
Endo
have this.
anymore.
Yeah.
So this got blown up just for no reason, really.
yes.
That's not good. That could be really bad. Cause knowing Endo, this isn't the end of it. This is only the beginning.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're nearing the end since they keep ranting on about how they're gonna die soon.
They're gonna. So Endo's
The
going to
virus
die.
is deadly. The virus is deadly to Endo as far as we can tell. We're not sure how
Oh.
deadly it is for anyone else. Anyway, they're dying
How many people have
But
gotten
they
the
want-
virus?
Just Bunny and Ham, as far
that
as
we know of.
Oh, okay. All right.
And they
I
seem
just
to be
I
being
just hope
affected
that
in very
Endo gets to
different
the
ways.
end soon.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know
That's
Or
Even
dies.
if-
what the virus will do.
even if the end exists.
The end does exist. I hate to break it for you. It does exist. I've been there. I've seen it. It's fine. Yada yada yada. Anyway, side note: Endo wishes to kill everyone here.
Ah. Myself
Because they
included.
can. Everyone that they can. They want to
Ah.
die with burning fire and take everyone down with them.
You do understand.
there
I
a
have to wrap my
reason?
mind around this. I've met Meat for the first time for a long time since, we fought Endo. I'm seeing this destruction. I'm hearing about a virus. You have a flower growing over your eye. I'm sorry, I don't think I noticed that last time.
It's relatively
Alright.
new, but cycle.
Okay.
cycle
Anyway,
of
I'm
nature.
meeting
Hey,
D for the
hey,
first
it's
time.
just-
There's a
it's a
lot
pretty
of stuff
flower,
to
okay?
process, Jeannie.
Don't feel bad about
Oh
it.
yeah, I died
It
too.
keeps going.
You died?
You
Mhm.
died?
Oh wait, not. He not tell you? Where do you?
Did you say Peanut tell us?
And
Peanut, did you
that's
kill
the other
Sal?
thing. This isn't Peanut.
No, it's not Peanut.
I
This
know.
is James. Anyway, James, you killed Sal?
No.
And we're over it by now. Don't worry, don't worry. Just conflict
I
arrived,
wasn't.
and,
I wasn't
it's a
asking. I
little-
was saying that's
a little
another thing I need
argument.
to somehow process. That this is not Peanut.
Yeah.
Congrats.
How about instead of trying to
Oh.
deal with this all at once, we go to D's town and have a nice.
Yeah, yeah, you know what?
No.
You know what? I think we lack a little bit of food and drink and a nice calm place that it's not riddled with
To
destruction.
the pube.
It's pub A!
It's a bit. I understand it's a lot to get your head around.
Although I have
Yeah.
dealt with, well, not
You're
situations
Oh my
similar.
God.
I've dealt with a lot of information
know.
entering at once, so
I know.
I'm sure I can handle it eventually. I just need a little bit of time to think,
Of course.
I guess. However, and also, who is that on the horse?
Kira, demonic version. Don't worry about them. Don't make too much.
Kira,
fun about
demonic
them.
version of who?
Just a demonic version of someone.
Of someone.
Don't talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Not
So.
with them in the room.
Virus, deadly to Endo. Endo's dying. Affected Ham and Bunny. Unknown. The effects are unknown. Gets affected when Endo either kills someone or is the said person is near Endo's manor.
Mhm.
Qualms is
It
no longer
seems to
being
be. Yeah. Sorry.
Qualms is no longer being led by Peanut, but rather James, who seems to be the same person but slightly different.
Same person, different mind.
Different mind. You're gonna have to explain
Same
that
body,
to me
different
last
mind.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's same body, just different everything.
Yes.
We'll
so
have to. That
apologies.
will be a conversation for later. Endo is going on a rampage and blowing up everything, and
They're going on a
that's
rampage.
Qualms.
Period.
that's about
Bunny's moved out
all
of
that I know.
Qualms because
Bunny's moved out of
they've
Qualms.
affiliated with Endo.
With Endo. Why? Or do we know?
We don't know.
We don't
I think
know.
it's because of the virus. Is
The
that what Bunny
virus.
told us?
Yes, because Endo said that they were working on a cure, and Bunny doesn't exactly want to die.
Ah, that only makes sense. All right. Well. Okay.
Let's see.
What else?
That's about it.
That's about all that's happened.
Yeah, that's about all
okay.
that's happened. Except,
All
let's
right.
see, how many deaths?
No, yeah,
Right,
I was going to
Sal,
say,
Sal,
how many
Sal.
people have managed to die in the time that I was gone?
What do you mean you died?
I believe Sal,
Wait, where
A
are
Bunny.
lot.
Peanut, who is
From
not
what I-
James.
Okay.
I technically, I think that's it.
Just Sal and Peanut died.
And Bunny. Bunny
And
died
Bunny.
a few times.
Ah,
Bunny's
I see.
died a lot of times.
Quite
I
a
see.
few, yes. And then me by technicality.
Ah, I see. Well then,
Hey guys.
Oh god! Oh,
If,
nice.
if you'll all follow me to the tavern, I believe a nice bit of beverage
Yep.
and food would help.
Why
Well-
did Peony freak out?
Pori was right behind me.
Oh,
My apologies.
Can you make like a gray one of this?
What is what?
I mean, you could always replace the handle.
Anyways, welcome
Wait, why? It's the
everyone.
wrong
Please
way.
seat.
To the pub.
Hey, Brad, move real quick.
Bye.
Like, off the platform.
No armor.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask
Yeah,
if you
please.
wanted no armor in here. Yes, understandable.
Well, I mean, specifically, no alcohol and no weapons. But
Oh, no
armor
alcohol.
is.
Good.
I feel like armor is good. No horses, though.
No
I mean, it's
animals
way
inside the
too fucking
establishment.
big.
I will park myself.
Aside from the weird mushroom that appeared in the second floor, but yeah.
Refrain from going up on that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
Shoes,
work in
marvelous
progress.
wondrous shop. Who?
It's
I
my
don't
she
believe
was
I-
my friend. She was my
Ah,
friend.
All right, another resident of.
We have a
Qualms.
shop together, and
That's
I
good.
basically set it up here.
Don't believe
I
I've
do
met
food.
you yet.
They do shop.
Okay,
Yes.
that's nice.
Anyways, I
Let me sit
have,
over here.
I believe, the variety of soups that I had isn't really a variety anymore, but I can make anything. I think. If you don't know, I basically just make like mushroom stews, but I call them suspicious stews
Oh, I
because
see.
they have effects.
Among
Yeah.
Us.
Anyways, for normal food, we have bread, we have pork, we've got some glowberries, we have some pumpkin pie,
D,
cooked
Reapster would like something with jump
mutton,
boost.
jump boost. Let me see if I
Uh-oh.
have something with jump boost. Hold on.
So,
Sorry to interrupt.
I gotta
you,
get.
Bubba.
Oh,
Has anyone seen Peanut?
not.
Locked in.
Uh-oh.
you mean James?
What do you mean?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
yes. Well, I know he's supposed to be our leader, but usually when someone loses him, not very good things happen.
Ah.
Sal went missing after we lost him.
Awfully similar to
He
Bunny.
changed
then.
into Endo.
No.
Or he changed it
What
to
did
James.
happen? I see him. What
There
did
he
happen?
is. Hey, Peanut. Oh, I mean James.
Sorry, come
Apologies.
here.
Maybe I can tell you later.
Oh,
Come right
okay.
here.
Okay.
You gotta use that real quick, man. It's crazy.
Whoa.
I'm sure
Well,
this
that
will do
isn't menacing
something if
at
I had
all.
lungs.
Whoa.
They don't know what it's named. It's fine. They won't tell what we're talking about.
They don't.
Oh.
Okay, it's okay.
I have an idea.
I'll be right back with you.
What
Very
is your
soon,
idea,
but
Hello?
I'll be back.
Jump
Anyways.
boost.
Meep.
Let me search
It's
it up.
been a long time. So what's been happening with you since the war against Endo, I guess. Which is unfortunate that I had to drag you into that. Drag you into that. I do sincerely apologize.
I didn't spell that right.
I do wish to, if there's anything I can do to, I don't know, make up for that, if possible.
Hey, Tori.
James,
Old friend.
James.
Who would have been your
we're
old
gonna move this.
old friend? Oh,
And
your
probably
axe seems to be a bit too good. Uh-oh.
Alright, Tori.
Sal! Oh, I didn't know you two knew each other. Oh. Oh.
Tori, you ready
Oh,
to
I
see
thank
something
you.
Crazy? This is some never before
Why, thank you.
seen stuff, man.
Alright, well.
You ready,
There's
Tori?
been a lot of things that have changed. Oh, okay. I'm just curious. Okay.
Oh.
Where did everyone go? Where did everyone go? Oh, there's Kira, I think is what they called him. Are they over here? Oh, they are. Ow! 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 What's that? What in the world? What was that? I've never really been good at sneaking around. But it's none of our business really. We should move on. So, I wonder where Ham is. Ham. Endo seems to be. Probably at their manor if they're sick. Okay. So there's been a lot that's happened. Endo's sick and dying, which probably isn't good. I don't know. Even though they blew up a town. Something's up with Endo. There's something that's different. This isn't. Yes, I know that they're sick, and that's probably not good. But there's something up about what Endo's doing. It's different. Endo hasn't been this destructive before, have they? Whoa! Why are you shooting at each other? Hey! It's probably not a good idea to shoot at everyone else, but I probably shouldn't stick around. Meep, where'd you go? I'm not sticking around. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, well... This is a nice little place. Nice little campfire. I'm gonna have to stay a bit back, otherwise I'm gonna get dehydrated. Can't really use water here. The water would destroy everything. Actually, there's a little pocket right here. Sorry, I just need to hydrate myself a little bit. It's what happens when I go in the overworld for too long. I get a bit dehydrated, especially around in the sun with fire and such too often. Oops, sorry. Wow, this is not the same Qualms that I knew, like, when I started. When I started here, Peanut was leading, Tori was here, it was all nice and almost peaceful. Endo ambushed us, but that's beside the point. Besides the point. Uh-oh. Meep, I suggest you don't stick around. I would rather not get involved, personally. And now there's just wars in and out of the place. Endo's coming and killing people. People are killing each other. It's disappointing, almost. Well.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
So, what were you two up to? Or is that personal?
We were just talking about flowers.
Talking about flowers. Alright.
So what's up?
Apparently, seems to be a conflict that's broken out between whoever that demon person or whoever you said is fighting
Conflict?
against
Jesus
James.
Christ.
What is happening?
Yeah. People it's-
Kira. Kira, no. Kira, no. Kira, bad.
It's yeah, I don't know what's up with this. Is this Infinity? Yes, it is Infinity bow arrows. Okay. So, I think I'm beginning to understand, beginning to comprehend what's kind of going on here. Have you guys seen Ham since he's been sick? Jeannie? Tori? Anyone? Oh, what? Oh. Ah.
Hello, Clubbo.
Okay. Sorry, I've been talking. My bad.
Okay. I was just saying I'm sorry for leaving so abruptly. I just wanted to speak for a bit.
That is alright. I was going to ask, have any of you guys seen Ham since he got sick?
Yes.
We have.
Yes?
Yes.
And
Yep.
what seems to be happening to him? How do you know he's sick?
It actually seems rather fine.
Rather
But yeah,
fine.
he's
But he's a
fatigued.
little tired.
But I
Tired.
do written down somewhere, but it seems symptoms affect people from the Nether and people from generally the overworld differently. Because if we observe
Interesting.
Bunny, it seems that Bunny's skin needs to absorb lots of water for the virus to be sort of counteracted. But
Water.
Ham's body doesn't contain any water because he's from the Nether.
Yes, understand.
So-
Yeah.
So, but his body seems to be reacting fine because it's sort of a fever.
I see. And how long have you guys known about this?
Say, I don't know actually.
Okay.
It.
Weekish.
A weekish.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to come to terms with this, and while I still feel almost uninformed, I can deal with this for now.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys seen Endo recently?
Yes.
And Jeannie sure has.
And have you been near the
Yes.
manor? And you don't seem to be affected.
As have I, but I
Oh.
don't have a respiratory system, so it's a given.
Okay.
What?
So you two aren't affected. Bunny is almost affiliating with Endo because they think they're gonna die, and Ham is just kind of a mild fever.
Mira is, so is.
Ham
the
is
looks of
very
it.
fatigued.
Oh, right. How could I forget? Endo has a kid.
Endo as a kid,
Right.
Yeah.
What?
They adopted a kid. Yeah, they adopted a kid.
and
They found them in a jungle, apparently.
and everyone just kind of went along with this.
I've been who was
Guys,
it?
I am so sorry I couldn't find my recipe book. Anyways,
Oh,
I'm
that
here.
It's okay, Dave.
That is all right, Deep. Do not worry.
I'm not good with running. Anyways, who asked for a soup?
I
it
think
was me.
Meep,
Behind
you.
Meep
Baby
did.
Chicken?
Meep did. He wanted to jump
Right,
boost soup.
yeah, right
Meep.
there.
But
There you go.
Hey,
all right.
Nice. Oh no, it was.
Done.
I was trying to blow up the baby chicken.
Huh.
I didn't
Alright.
answer anybody.
Clevo,
okay then.
Genie, how would you all feel moving this to the campfire?
I agree. I actually just recently found that just
Yeah.
while I was
You
trying
guys
to
Oh, really?
not go
there.
near the conflict. It's
Understandable. I've done the exact same.
Kira,
It's actually
bro,
just
Come back over here.
Huh?
Why?
yeah.
It's just the path.
Here,
That
that's
path
done.
doesn't lead it.
Come
There's a separate path.
Ah,
They're having a
Chicken.
chat. Oh, Cleo, go.
Oh my god. Follow the flying bird.
okay.
Go turn around. Please.
But I know where it is. I'll just go
No,
this
you
way.
Don't. You
I-
don't know where it is, because that
He
does
does.
not
He
lead you
does.
here.
This one
I
does. This
do
one
know
does.
where it is.
You were
I
not going
found
down
it
the right
while
path.
running through the trees.
Well,
didn't
we
see
have
the
a path
path.
to it. All right.
We found it in the end. It's okay.
Sorry, I seem to be
It's-
uptight recently.
Completely
It-
okay, Lobo or Clevo. We understand.
Anyways,
Oh, there's enough seats for us.
are we
So-
I
Oh,
don't
here?
that's
think I have one of those. Hold up. Ah. I do.
Okay. Okay, so. Alright.
Good.
There, sorry.
Oh.
Didn't know which VC we're moving to. Alright. So,
You can take a seat.
you brought me here. Why exactly?
Well, it's a little hard to get the information to you with the chaos happening out there.
Right.
And I would just a bit of silence and a bit of nice scenery would help you process your thoughts a bit better.
Alright. Okay, so. Yeah. Has anyone, like. So you said you've seen Endo. Jeannie, you've seen Endo recently. Did you, like, talk with them, or was it a. Almost an
I've
argument?
talked to them. Anytime I see them, we have conversations.
Civilized or argumentative?
Depends on the day.
Yeah, that's
The
it.
last
about
time.
right.
The last time, they tried to kill me.
But okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Do you know why, or was it just kind of a random fit of anger?
They've been wanting to kill me for how long now? Months?
I would assume a very long time.
been. I know that they've been trying to kill me for a while now. They've been threatening as much.
And pardon my asking, but why? I know that you guys haven't been the most.
I
I
was
know you
about
guys.
to ask that. Do you know the reason?
I know you
I
haven't been the best of
take a
friends
guess.
at some points, but you did. At least, you seem to be almost the closest to Endo, other than if Bonnie has gone off with Endo. But you've known Endo the longest, other than like Pumpkin, who I haven't seen recently. But
Yeah, Pumpkin's out hiking somewhere.
ah,
I don't know. I don't know why they want me dead. Why do they want anyone dead? Because.
that is a good question.
Did you do
Well,
anything
Why do they want?
They-
that might
Lot.
have upset them?
What is
Lot.
up with Endo?
What do you mean, what's up with Endo? They're mentally deranged.
Yeah.
Besides that, liberal.
Well,
What?
Although we are
everyone's
almost
got their
looking over the
demons, right?
What caused Endo?
Genie did kill Endo.
Ah.
Mhm.
That was a big contributing factor in all. Oh, it's okay. In all of your history, was it not?
I believe so.
So
Genie was the
I-
proponent
I
of
don't
Endo's
know about
execution.
exactly, and I don't know about you, but I don't know a lot of people who would be too happy after being executed.
True, which is also probably why
Yeah.
Endo isn't the happiest with me as well.
Endo's been unhappy with everyone since the
Which
dawn of time.
I will say, Endo, and this could just be because of the sickness, Endo is different. The Endo that I remember from before the execution, while still, not the best person, is different. Before, they didn't go and blow up random villages. They didn't... This is new.
Mhm.
So what's causing it? Like, if anyone has
Own
any
insanity.
ideas. What?
Their own insanity.
From being isolated, I guess? Because
Eventually.
What if there's
There's
something
not.
deeper? What if there's something deeper?
Like what?
I don't know. They've told me their childhood traumas over and over again.
Do you think it could also be the virus?
Potentially.
I
I
mean,
mean,
a sense of impending doom.
I may be a
does
little bit
probably-
of a nerd, but
I mean,
viruses affect differently to each person.
yeah. I mean, we can't exactly say what is caused of this, and this.
How much do
Because
we
at
know
this
about...
point, it's a
sorry,
mix of everything.
apologies.
Sorry.
How much do we know about the virus? We know it affects people differently. We know it affects people when basically in contact with Endo.
We know that it creates a sort of flower inside. That's what Bunny was complaining about.
Flower?
That's what Endo's
It's-
been complaining about.
Flower?
Basically, what a problem besides Ham's fatigue and Bunny's fatigue, Bunny and Endo at posts had symptoms of throwing up or almost coughing up petals.
Petals.
Mhm.
So it seems to not only be a virus, but some sort of ecological, biological
Yeah.
change.
Sorry
Biological...
to butt in, but you guys
What?
watching?
That's sort of a peanut thing.
I mean James.
James?
I mean, we ain't talking about too much secretive.
It doesn't matter much.
Yeah,
If anything, I'm the person who seems to be out of the loop of all the secrets, so there's no reason you would be telling it to me.
Trust me, I know how you feel, Lebo or Clebo. The amount of times I've come back and something has gone wrong in Qualms has been one too many.
What happened?
Everything happens when you people leave.
Qualms has seemed to have gone very much downhill. I remember my first time finding Qualms, this I guess big stone wall with a few things in the middle, a few people, met Peanut, and it was a nice place. We made the agreement. We got ambushed by Endo, but aside from that, it seemed relatively peaceful. And now I come and there's conflicts breaking out all over the place. James is apparently murdering people. Like, what? How has this happened?
It is weird, huh?
Anarchy.
Well, James, do you have anything to say about that?
Oh shit! I didn't realize you were. Ah!
Do you
I
want to
didn't
come over
realize
here?
you-
You can take my seat, it's fine.
No,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
ow. Okay,
Oh,
I
Yeah,
should.
do you
I
need
should.
here?
How's it going?
Take that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should help. All
Anyways,
right.
what happened?
Do you have anything to say about this? What happened to Qualms in the time I've been gone? It seems to have gone almost downhill.
It really hasn't.
It seems almost more chaotic
Just
With
a
It
little.
certainly is.
with people going, I don't know. What happened to, like, I've mostly begun to understand a lot of the different aspects of what's happened, Endo's virus, a lot of people dying, and such. One thing I don't understand is what happened to you? I want to hear it from you, and I don't know. I truly do not understand. It's unlike anything I've heard.
That's such a long thing to explain.
If you can, if it's too long or if it's personal or something, you don't have to explain it. I just want the general basics of what happened. Why are you not Peanut?
So, I don't know how I'd explain it without you having more questions than you did answers.
If you try to summarize it or explain it to me, I will try my best not to ask any more questions.
So, different dimensions, right?
Okay.
But they all go when they die. They all the Jameses from each dimension go to the same limbo kind of thing, right?
Okay.
I'm one of those. Peanut was one of those.
Ah,
Now Peanut's stuck in there, and I'm out of there.
so a replacement style thing almost.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. And so Peanut wanted to be killed? He willingly died.
Well, I may have said that I was gonna do some stuff if he didn't die.
Oh. Okay then. Well, that makes enough sense, I guess. That makes more sense than. Yeah. Anyways.
We know it's a lot to take in, Clebo.
So wait,
Has
what else
anyone-
now?
Other than Genie, has anyone. I guess none of us can really go near the manor, can we?
I can.
Well,
Same.
you
I
can,
can.
Genie can.
Ham
But.
can.
Well, Ham's already affected. Bunny's already
mean-
affected.
You're welcome to go there and risk your own life. It's not our
It's
fault.
just not advised.
Not advised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you need something, I'd be willing to go. Through an ally for an ally.
No, there's just. I don't know.
More questions than you can have answers to.
I guess this seems to be an interesting case. Something feels off. There's a lot, since, it's been a long time in the ocean since the execution with all the new things that have been happening. There's a lot that seems off, to be honest. But why does everyone keep somehow stepping in that campfire? Tori?
I was
Wait,
a question.
How
Okay.
did you walk in there?
Anyways. There's
Stop.
there's something
We're not sacrificing people right now.
either there's something
Ow.
either with Endo or there's something that seems off. I have to talk about this, I guess, think this through myself, but
Also, Klebo,
yes.
do you have any more questions for me? Or just what, like just that one?
I'm having to think about a lot right now, so I'm just going to accept what you've told me and think it through myself, I guess. And if I have other questions, could I come ask you, I guess?
Alright.
Alright.
Genie,
That sounds
come with me real quick.
sounds
Okay.
nice. Okay. Well then.
Well,
Go to
besides all that, we're glad
Okay.
you came to Qualms to
Yes.
visit.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess at this point I need to check up on you, because apparently things just all go chaotic and violent. I don't know.
We're trying our best to
I understand.
keep it low, but with Endo kind of running rampant and no one really willing to get close, it's a little hard.
True.
And we're trying a non-violence approach because we've seen what violence does in the past.
Yes, I can agree with that from my experiences with Endo, that it was a period of time I don't really wish to reminisce on.
What did you know Endo from?
I knew Endo originally. Endo, Pumpkin, and Genie arrived to my monument somehow. After I'd been in our. Wow, I need to. This is a bit to explain. Our kingdom, Sunasis, the highest kingdom in the ocean, has been isolated from the overworld for many, many, many years, since a war a long time ago. In that, I haven't seen anyone from the overworld basically at all before I believe Ham Jam showed up first. Ham Jam came, we had a nice talk. Endo, Genie, and Pumpkin came later. And through that, Endo and Genie stole the gold that powers my kingdom's basically everything we live off of. So we have
Genie's a convicted.
a
So
certain
you were a little brine person, Genie.
we have a certain magic that keeps our people alive, and the gold is what powered that magic, in which the gold that Endo and Genie and Pumpkin stole. Of course, not really having many experiences with the overworld people, we ask for it back many times, trying to keep peace, because, we didn't want to get back into another conflict, which ended up happening regardless. Ham Jam got wrapped into it along with Endo, and it was this whole other story which ended in Genie getting me to execute Endo.
It's a long history
that's
of unnecessary
Meep.
violence. Oh my god.
Meep.
That's
Do
it.
I need to
That
take
was
this?
brutal.
Yeah, that's it. This is going away.
No,
You could have just
fine, I'll
put it out.
What?
Oh, what?
I'll put
in
it
the
back.
world?
Don't. That's,
It's a sewer system.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a sewer system.
We-
Sure.
Don't advise going near it because it's not exactly somewhere you want to be. It's a sewer.
They are a campfire.
No. The fireplace was safer than an open flame. We'll just have the prismarine and I'll replace it after. KKK?
All right. then.
Fire. No, I'm just
Anyways,
kidding.
I know. Long story short, I know Endo because they attempted to steal the gold that supports my kingdom's life. And
I lost your prismarine.
thankfully, our people.
Nobody opened that trap door.
Here, I got it.
Into the sewers you go. Filthy rat.
Thankfully enough, my people, while weakened and many died, weren't, I guess,
campfire.
we didn't go extinct. We're still around. However, we are now struggling with food, and the problems just seem to keep happening.
Does anyone have a shovel?
I do, actually.
Here.
Spit
Yeah,
out.
You know what?
we,
I can't.
There you go. I'll just make another.
If anyone relights that, I'm going to be upset. Why? I don't need a shovel. Thank you, though.
Oh my
Stop
word.
it! Stop it in the forest!
Oh my word.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Well, anyway, I stole Endo's
Do you,
trident.
do you all want
Endo
to
wait,
go
okay.
to my tavern where there is no fire problems?
Endo had a trident? From where?
I didn't say anything.
From what we heard, they murdered Meep and took it.
Oh.
I
Went
don't know
walking
if
through
that's
the end
exactly.
and they chucked it
Oh.
in, and I have it, so.
Ah, I see.
I have another one, though, so. Yeah, win-loss.
This seems to be all happening so quickly. I don't know. It's
Wait,
yes.
It's okay. It's okay.
I will, don't worry about me. I am a king. I've basically grown up to handle situations under pressure. so you don't have to worry about me. Can I ask what this
Wrong
is?
way.
I think it's
decoration.
a decoration, but
Okay.
it's originally supposed to be a sword in the stone.
Need everyone to get out of the way
Oh.
for 2 seconds.
Apologies.
I'm trying to.
Oh my
There
god.
goes the horse.
There you go.
Hold on. Get down a bit. Get down. Uh-oh. Okay.
There we go.
The horse almost
Yeah, I'm
died.
sitting in the tavern.
No, I'm
I think-
just.
I think you
never
need
mind.
nails. Well,
Yeah.
I do
Let's just
hope-
have a nice,
I do hope I'm
civilized
not-
conversation.
I do hope I'm not, like, intruding on any of your guys' issues or
No,
problems.
of course not. You're always
No.
welcome here at Qualms. Even in these
Nothing's.
trying times.
Trying times. I will say I don't truly
Miscommunication.
appreciate,
Sorry.
if you
You know,
don't
maybe
mind,
maybe you
I
come
will...
sit up here.
Yeah, I'll give you this.
No, I don't...
You know,
And some of
No,
maybe-
no.
yeah,
You don't understand.
just
I
sit up at the bar. It's
I
fine.
don't-
James, I'm sorry. You
James,
know, there's
I-
the sign.
I
No
appreciate
weapons.
your I appreciate your gift, but I don't actually know how to use that.
Tori.
I was
Use
never
the sign.
trained to use a
Okay,
bow.
okay.
For
You're
the
one
ocean,
in
we've
netherite
always
armor. At least Tori
Yeah.
can hold a bow for a second.
we
It says no weapons, not no armor.
we of the ocean were never
Doesn't
trained
it
to
say
use
no armor?
bows.
Nope, it says.
Your people are
weapons.
passive.
No
or something.
weapons.
No, it doesn't.
We
I'm
use
wrong.
tridents as our ranged
No, don't
weapons
worry,
in the
don't
ocean.
worry.
Because since arrows don't usually work too well in water, we never really decided to use them.
I suppose that
could-
would make sense.
So I was never trained in the skill of archery.
Let's give him some training sometime, Tori. Tori.
Tori.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt. Oh
It would
yes.
be-
What happened to Sal? I was gonna ask him about that
Let's put
lake
him
that
through
was
boot
near
camp,
the outside
Tori.
of Qualms, and if I needed to continue to
Nobody
clean that up.
knows.
Probably.
I believe they retired back to their house.
Ah,
Yeah.
Death can take a toll on somebody.
of course, that would make sense. Yes. While
It's
never
okay.
having experienced it myself, I've watched others experience it, and yeah.
From what I can tell, it's not a pleasant thing.
Of course. Actually, you can't.
I know the question you're gonna ask. No, I can't.
You can't die.
Not in a literal sense. No.
Okay. And so you're made of moss, right? You're basically just moss.
I am.
You are
The whole
moss.
collection.
Right. I don't believe I've actually clarified that with you before.
Yeah, it's okay. I am the moss. The skeleton is simply a host of something.
Hi, Stelly. Sorry, just doing.
Think
low
of
right
me as the nerves, the skeleton.
now. Right.
I'm just a person without any meat.
Makes sense, I guess.
Mhm.
As much as things can make sense in the overworld.
I understand it's pretty confusing, but yes, I am the moss. We've already had an encounter with this. Ham may or may not have told Endo to bash my skull in.
Ah.
Which,
Okay.
it's okay. It was for the sake of the argument, but
I
I
see.
am.
For
theoretically,
you could say it was for an experiment.
almost, yes.
All right then. Well, that's good to know, I guess.
Yes, you don't have to feel bad when asking me any questions. I don't have any shame.
I will say,
Nothing to hide.
Tori.
I do prefer to be informed about a lot of these things. That's one thing that's been almost a really big thing for me is information, and that I
Of course.
need to be informed. Which hurts so much that I couldn't go to the overworld for the longest time. I knew only what was shown to
course.
me in books.
We would have sent meat back to you, but we didn't exactly have a lot of time to archive anything.
Oh, that makes sense.
But now that we know, we'll try to keep you as updated as we can.
All right. Well, no, I mean before I even knew Qualms existed, and before Endo even, like way before. That all I had was books, Endo was actually that was my first experience with the Overworld. I guess great first impression, you know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, then you and I aren't as different as I thought you
Oh.
were.
Oh.
I mean, two people that were like instructed in books and never once saw the
Yeah.
quote-unquote real world.
Yeah. Makes sense. All I knew was the ocean for my entire life. I was told never to.
All I knew was my hybrid island.
Interesting. I feel
This
like
is weird.
the two of us will get along.
We gotta
then.
talk sometime.
I agree. I think that would be pleasant. Yes. Okay. Well, they're gonna be all right. So, I feel like
Oh.
there's got to be more. Like there's already so much that's happened. Like,
Do you have any questions? I'd be willing to answer them to the best of my ability.
to be honest, at this rate, I'm surprised the city hasn't blown up yet.
That's might not be as far as yours
That's
go.
funny you say
I'm-
that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
You're aware that Endo blew up that town.
Yes. So the Endo blew up the town.
Yes, from what I'm aware and from what Ginny has said, Endo plans to blow up Qualms.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of has to do with this is a warning sign and the
Yeah.
Oh.
If you pass that sign out near the entrance, it said this is a warning. Apparently,
And
Ginny
this.
and Paul passed by it while there was a stack of TNT.
Oh. Oh no. See, this is what I was worried about.
I understand. It's
I
awful.
knew Endo could get. I could go insane. I knew that they would be violent, I guess, but
this violent is.
there's always more to it. Simply blowing up the village, I knew that wasn't the end.
And it apparently is not.
There's got to be something
But
we can do, right? Something
There
we can do
is.
about Endo?
There's lots of plans. So
Plans.
far, okay.
Do you have a
In
plan?
Qualms, there's a few plans. It's more of a selection, if you say.
Alright then.
It's almost a split between a side. There's Peanut or James,
Or
who
James.
simply wants to kill Endo and hope that's the end of it.
Right.
And then there's another side, which is the side I advocate for, which is try to not rehabilitate, but almost attempt to see what the problem is, contain Endo, and prevent them from doing anything rash.
Like make them understand or something?
Yes, or place them. It would be. You're aware that Endo is under house arrest.
I
right?
believe so. That's what happened after the execution.
Of course. It's almost like that, but full on imprisonment because they didn't seem to take house arrest too quickly. So I believe if we imprison them or place them somewhere they wouldn't be able to do harm to other people would be beneficial for them.
That's the thing, is that Endo is a person too. Something that almost none of us seem to have considered is, while yes, Endo is psychopathic, and yes, while they are incredibly violent, they're a person just as much as any of us are.
And
Yeah.
yes, technically.
Well, I mean, I know this is like a super crazy idea, but hasn't anyone tried to,
Talk with them?
Endo.
talk?
Yeah, no, there's been several attempts.
Hmm.
I have tried, Jeannie has tried, Bunny has tried. A lot of us have tried to civilly talk it out.
Well,
It does not work. Which is why I believe imprisonment would work, because Endo thrives on a feeling
I
that
don't
there are
actually.
simply.
While I do think
But
that
don't you think prison would make it worse?
Well, it's either that or we kill them.
No, there has to be another way.
Is there,
There's
though?
always another way.
There is, but we have so far two options.
Endo
There's either. Sorry.
If Endo's going insane and starting to blow up villages just off of house arrest, imagine what they would do if they got put in full-on imprisonment.
But we're not We're not
Yeah.
solitarying them. We're putting them in imprisonment.
Okay.
Visitation rights. People would visit them. People that were victims of them.
Listen, as much as I do think that's probably our best option right now, Endo wouldn't take to that too lightly.
Wouldn't take
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
then the question becomes, what
Wait.
would they take too late?
Wait, what are we talking about?
It doesn't matter. I was
it's-
simply asking about Endo's situation.
Hmm.
Okay.
And yeah, it's
Complicated.
complicated, yes.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Apparently, the city almost got blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Was threatened.
It was threatened.
Ah. Well,
I mean, right now there isn't really anything stopping them from blowing it up. So if they really wanted to, they could just
that is
blow
true.
it up right in front of our
That's
face.
also true.
There's something in Endo almost preventing them from doing that.
Which we're banking on keeps them away.
I believe it might be
Might be what?
the kid.
The
That
kid.
is a possibility.
Do we
It's
know
a possibility.
anything about the kid?
It's
He's young.
he's
young.
he's 5. I think his name is Monkey.
And
And
by
it
which I'm going
seems
to assume his species is a monkey.
Probably a monkey.
Ah.
Potentially.
I believe
Named,
Is that really how
It's-
everyone works in here?
named what?
Genie's named Genie and is a genie.
I'm not
I
a
mean-
peanut.
That is
That's
true.
No, we're not saying
Well,
it's
your name is
everyone.
James.
It does
Oh.
seem to be a common
What?
theme
Yeah.
among some people, though.
My name is James. What?
I
what
mean,
name-
there's really just about two. There's Genie and Bunny.
You're James.
I don't know.
Genie-
Bunny's
You're a
not
genie.
even a bunny though.
I'm
We've
a-
Bunny,
established this.
Right, Bunny.
Was
What did
a
they?
bunny.
What did they say? It was like a.
But they look like a bunny.
Rotling?
Rotling.
They did.
Yeah.
They did look like a bunny. They don't anymore.
Their name is also Tyler.
Oh,
We can
right,
use
the
that
face
interchangeably.
thing.
Their name
No,
is
no,
also what?
their form is
Tyler.
completely
Tyler.
changed.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, I
Oh,
didn't
wait,
know
wait.
about that.
They're a person now.
They also use Tyler as a name.
Ah, I see. Well then,
Yes,
Things
there's
are
a lot of
weird.
small bits and details of poems that isn't
I'm sure
really
with-
important, but
with so many people,
up
I'm
in
sure there
conversation.
is. Yes,
It's fine.
Ah,
You'll
uh,
understand at some point.
actually, would it be okay
I
if I
would
pulled
hope so.
Clemo away for a bit, just for
Yeah.
a few seconds
all
or
right
a
then.
minute or so?
All right then,
If you
Tori.
just follow me, Clemo.
Okay.
We'll be back soon.
All right, sure thing. Here we go.
Alrighty.
If you just follow.
All right.
All right. I'm sure you've noticed the big blue, it's almost tarp.
Ah,
over there.
yes, this over here, right, with
Yes.
all the banners around it. That seems to have
Yes.
something sticking up out of the top of it.
Indeed, it does.
Okay,
This is something I've been working on for a bit.
I see.
And it's a very passionate project of mine. It has to
Oh.
deal with what I was talking. Actually, I'm not aware if I talked to people about a sort of peaceful, unifying idea.
Yes, that was the whole idea that I joined on, was that this was supposed to be based on the idea of peace and unifying all people kind of idea.
Exactly.
Right.
Which is something I actually wanted to. Why I pulled you away. Not only
Okay.
to show you this, but to ask you something.
Right.
So, Qualms currently is a sort of, pardon my language, but a hellhole. There's a lot of violence going on,
Right.
which is the opposite
can
of
tell.
the message we're trying to convey.
Correct.
But I'm trying to make it better.
Okay.
So, there's going to be an election sometime.
An election.
Yes, to decide, because currently Qualms is split between almost 3 leaders.
3
James,
leaders.
used to be Peanut, Genie,
Mhm.
and I.
I see.
It's more of a council currently. But during
Okay.
the election, we're planning to elect a true leader, the final sayer, the
Of the
ruler
of
sort
the
of Qualms,
of Qualms, yes.
indeed. And the people running are going to be me, Genie, Peanut, or James.
Or
currently.
James. Right.
And I was just wondering if you could just think about voting for Genie.
For Genie.
For Genie.
Alright. Any particular reason you wish to disclose, or?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but Peanut or James is a little irrational, erratic, and impulsive,
Seems to be headstrong, stubborn, violent.
which can be good qualities in a leader if you're going on the offensive, but we're trying to be peaceful.
True.
So, Genie's an immortal, which means that a lot of the times people like
Okay.
Genie, or I guess
Right.
just Genie, they don't get controlled by greed or lust or anything for power because they've seen it all.
Right.
So putting Genie in charge, I feel, would not only benefit Qualms, but ultimately lead to a better future.
And what about you?
As much as I'd like to think of myself as a leader, I'm surely more of a backseat. I try to help people where I can, but I'd love to be part more of the community than a ruler.
I see. Well, that...
I love the people of Qualms, and I wish to be more intact with them, and I feel a position of power would disconnect.
Right. That does feel... Well, it does put me into a bit of a, I guess, internal dilemma. I will consider it. I will consider voting for Genie then. Anyways,
I thank you very much.
so you were mentioning this this thing behind the tarp here.
This is during history, because I've been around for a very long time, as
Right.
you know.
Right.
I've observed that religion and belief is a very powerful, like,
Mhm.
eye ability.
That is true.
It can unify people because they believe in something.
Right.
And I believe that if I started a sort of belief system, or religion almost,
Ah.
portraying peace, tranquility, and pacifism as virtuous traits, you would not only benefit a sense of community, but benefit portraying those as normal.
Yeah, interesting. That does seem like it could work.
Indeed. And I wanted to show you this because I plan on unveiling it sometime soon.
Ah.
Because I've been working on it for a while, and I was just hoping you would arrive because someone of your position and power being there, I feel would just give me a bit of a head.
All right. If you could, I guess, let me know when it's going to happen, I will do my best to be there.
All right, I thank you very much.
Oh yes, of course. Is that all you had to say to me? Or
It was. Thank you for listening.
oh yeah, I'll take any information I can get at this point, but they're probably wondering what happened to us.
Probably, so we should
I'll
most
head this
likely
way.
head back.
Yeah. Oh right.
Stay tuned for that, yes.
Oh, we're back.
We
I'm back.
have returned.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, beer.
Not this.
oh.
It has
Uh,
to be just a bottle of like honey.
Yeah, there's no alcohol allowed in there.
oh, okay. All right.
Damn it. Oh, hey,
So, anything else we need to know, Jeannie?
Yes. Up.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I guess
Sorry. I'm sorry. I needed to mute
not.
that.
Ow.
No, I don't think that there's not too much else to talk about.
Hold up. I gotta go pee.
Oh,
Alright,
Okay then.
I'm done going pee. There's no water in there to clean your hands, so.
I do
Actually-
appreciate all of the time you've all taken to I guess inform me of what's been going on, and I want to be a part of the solution. I feel like recently I've been, while yes, my Synosis is almost on its last legs, I do want to be able to help out here as well.
Oh yeah, if you help us out, we could probably do a favor for you to help.
Right.
It is in the
Whatever you
alliance
can.
as well.
Correct.
We're
have-
supposed to help you with some kind of famine or something?
Yes, we're
Yes,
supposed to
we're-
provide you with any food that is
food, if
sustainable.
possible. Oh, thank you.
Actually, you know where you could get more of that from is Bunny's shop.
Bunny's
Nobody's
shop,
there right
right?
now.
That's true.
Or you can harvest the wheat.
Oh,
It should probably
yes.
stay wheat until you get it even under the ocean, and then you can turn
But
it into
how-
bread.
I see.
How well does bread do underwater?
Probably
Bread-
not long, but if you like make it in the ocean and just quickly eat it, you
That
should
is
be
true.
like
Bread doesn't
fine.
do a whole it's not common underwater. So like things like bread, cake, cookies, pumpkin pie aren't common underwater because of it's water.
Well, would you be able to store your food above ground?
There are there are areas within the monument and just outside the monument that we could potentially use. The only problem is that while I am it may seem like most ocean people can come above water because of myself, Meep, and Pori. That's not the case. Most of the Merlings and such can't actually breathe over in the overworld.
I see.
Only those who are trained and have special traits like as royalty. That's almost like a trait that's been passed down. Is being able to breathe on land.
Well, we'll try and see if we can develop alternatives to
there-
that, but we'll help you with your famine. Don't worry.
Yes, thank you. And again, the point of bringing this up is, I wanted to say I apologize for not being, I guess, as involved as I should. Apparently,
Good. I mean, you can do what you can.
It's completely okay. We understand that your nation is on its last leg, and that you might have other business than just Qualms.
I do wish to help, though. I feel like this whole city, this community you've built up here, it's important for the future of this world, and keeping it peaceful, keeping it as healthy as possible is a priority I need to take into consideration.
We thank your kind words.
Yes, of course. Quite honestly, I am in awe of the whole idea of Qualms and bringing so many different people together. Just to think, like, people from the Nether, people from different dimensions, people from, immortals, and people
The ocean,
like everywhere. It's
Bring
I
each
don't
other
know.
together.
Right.
And maybe kill enemies. But
and that's
mainly just to bring people together. 'Cause,
That is a topic. Yeah, that is a topic.
usually everybody's in a sort of like a divide with each other for other reasons. This place kind of just like makes it to where everybody's like, you know what, maybe we should just not
very
hate each other,
unified.
work together.
Yeah, a very strong sense of.
Right.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I don't wish for violence since what I've seen with Endo. That I guess I'll if you guys want, unless you haven't heard it from Jeannie already, I could possibly tell the full story if that's something you wanted to hear about the whole history of Synosis or anything about Endo, since and any information about Endo might be useful apparently.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in information on Endo. Do you have any information on someone named Otto Octavia?
Otto, right? Okay. Well then, while I will say I've only met Otto once, there is apparently a history between Otto and Synosis. I know that they are, I know that they're a sea witch. I know that they steal souls and apparently voices. And I know that they've made deals and things with the ocean in the past, usually not resulting positively.
I see.
They also...
Would you happen to have any records, or anything detailing the deals that were made
I might be
between
able...
Synosis and Otto?
I might be able to check the archives of Synosis, because personally, before meeting them, I somehow didn't know about them. They must have slipped my... I just must not have found it. But I can go look in the archives and see if I can find anything.
That'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Also, Clubbo,
Yes?
at some point, if we need to, because I think we've talked about
Good
this
news.
before.
Sorry.
Oh.
I talked about it with Ham, and I think Tori was there. I have you as
Huh?
like a
Oh,
Speak-
hold on. Ham
determinant.
Jam.
Good.
Hi,
Uh,
Ham.
Oh, what? Oh,
hello.
There you go.
Hey there.
Oh, hello, dude.
I came in for
Sorry,
a bite to eat. Didn't expect everybody else to be here.
Yeah.
I had the exact same reaction when I got here.
wait, hold up. I gotta get the
Hey,
book.
Ham.
So
Well, it's.
What do you want?
How are you feeling, Ham?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I have. Hold on, let me give you the
Do
whole
you
rundown. I have
any
bread. I have
observable
pork.
symptoms?
I have glowberries.
Take a bit
I've
of
got
pork.
pie.
What do you guys accept for like payment?
Okay. I haven't
If you
really
want, you
thought
can
of
just
that.
add it to my bill and I'll pay it back.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess you guys
I
have
came-
more of like a. Other than Bunny, you almost have more of like a trading system. You give me this, I'll give you this, right?
Almost,
Mhm.
yeah.
Or
Seems
similar.
like it.
The economy is
found
fairly
the book.
wonky
It's.
currently.
I mean, it's
Oh,
a new
yeah.
city.
We-
I'm certain the economy isn't perfect yet, but
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
an economy. We don't
We're
even
working
have
on
one.
it.
People just
mean,
pay with
He's
Tours.
trying to. It's just that
yeah.
gold.
nobody has it.
I'm not exactly one for material possession.
I
No,
have zero wealth on my person at all times.
That would make sense.
As
I
do
normally, as you know, a soldier, I normally don't carry wealth around with me.
Hmm.
As a king,
Yeah.
I probably should, but as a trained as a soldier, I don't.
Sorry, those flowers are looking. They look like they're thriving well.
Thank you. I've been
Right,
trying
oh,
to
right. Clever.
water
Yes.
them.
So in this book, I think everybody except for D is labeled in this book.
Is that the agreement, or
No. This is the thing, the group.
The thing?
ah?
Yeah.
Please elaborate, if possible.
Don't think Tori's in that either, nor Ham.
I think no. I talked to Tori about it.
You did? Oh,
Yeah.
He did talk to me.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I
more
don't
you
know
know.
about Ham, but I think Ham
Probably
would be
not.
fine with joining it.
potentially.
Clever maybe too.
What? So what is this about?
It's a group, right? It
Uh,
kind of just is all of Qualms at this point, but the group
Okay.
is mainly just to stop, not just Endo, but anybody from trying to become some kind of global superpower and take over the world. Either
Ah.
that or just like stop people from trying to kill everybody.
So it prevents genocide and tyranny.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds reasonable to me. What would be the what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the contents, the requirements.
There isn't really any as like what are you really good at? Because
I mean,
Genie's a medic, Tori's a diplomat, and I don't know why Meep's here, but I guess Meep's a support.
I have experience running a kingdom. I have government experience, I guess. I am a good soldier. That's what I've been trained to be, and I don't know how to describe it, but I do seek out knowledge, I guess, and I have a lot of knowledge.
A bit of a scholar.
Yes. There we go. Thank you, Ham.
What do you think you'd go down as?
Like a scholar. I think that would work well.
I apologize again for pulling so many away one at a time. But, D,
Yeah.
if you would follow me, please. I'm sorry to pull the owner of the tavern out, but
Okay.
I see all of you.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Jeannie, you're in charge of it.
Yeah, let's go.
I
Okay, then.
D,
Junior,
I
I'm gonna
want
need
you
you
to
to
follow me.
confirm this real quick.
Okay.
Do you need
'Cause
me
I
to
don't know if I spelled scholar right.
SCHOLAR?
Hold on. Where'd you go?
It
Hold on.
looks right.
It looks right.
Okay.
It's fine.
So
Like,
do you need
we'll
me
fix
to
it later.
do you need me to sign it or
No, it's just we already
Oh.
have your name down. We just
Okay.
put down what you're good at, and then
All right then.
we have one operation coming up, but we aren't at that yet.
I
That's for
see.
another time.
Okay then. Well,
Lovely times. Any
yes.
stories y'all wanted to share? Ham.
I've been meaning to
Were y-
talk to Ham, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I forgot. Oh yeah, you guys.
But you were saying, Jeannie? Sorry.
Nothing. I was trying to
Nothing?
get conversation going, and you
Ah.
and Ham. I know that you guys wanted to talk.
Yes, I did want to talk to Ham about possible nether food alternatives.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
see what happened was we were going to go into the Nether together. But when we got to my place, we obviously found all the Ender eyes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I did take a trip to the Nether on my own, but that was on my own time. Clebo went home.
Right.
I see.
So yeah, we sure we can go and
If if you have time, if we're able to do that, that would be good. But I did want to ask you, Ham, about this virus. You were mentioning it to me last time, and apparently it's kind of spread to a few people. How are you doing with that?
I've been feeling pretty good.
Pretty good.
I've been a little more fatigued than usual, but I mean,
Hmm.
it's nothing's been yeah.
Nothing too, I don't know, intense, harsh.
No.
Interesting. Good. And it just happened when you just walked by
Yeah,
Qualms?
is
Or not by Qualms, by Endo's
the whole
Manor.
the whole manor is just air. It's all airborne
Its
inside
aura
those
isn't
walls.
kind of infected. Interesting. Do we know like the general radius, or is it just like a guesstimate of
walls.
I
nearby?
think for the most part the walls like hold it in.
I see. And the only people we know currently that haven't gotten it are Jeannie and Tori.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a confident yes.
With a confident yes.
Yeah, there's probably others who are not affected yet.
Hmm. And this all just kind of happened. It just kind of started.
Yeah.
Suddenly, this sickness just kind of like existed. All right. Well,
Not sure.
there seems to be a lot that everyone's unsure about. But if we wanted to, we could possibly go talk about possible. I actually did want to travel to the Nether at some point, just to, I've never been there.
Yeah.
But only if you have time right now.
Sure.
All right then.
We're gonna need a portal.
Oh,
there's the
going to the
one by
Nether, right.
Endo's.
Yes. I was, we could talk Nether food sources if we need
Oh
to
right,
go.
and actually that'll be a safe place because behind that portal is Crypt's old palace.
Oh, right.
So it's pretty sealed off from mob encounters. So
Oh, that's good.
we can discuss in there.
Okay then, sure. How would we get there, or
Well first
we'll figure
sorry,
it out.
we
All right, well,
should-
hold on. You guys have a nice time.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
first we should grab some fire resistance potions.
Yes.
Because I'm
okay.
sorry, you probably don't have the anatomy to
That I was
withstand the air.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
shouldn't. I don't need it actually. I have one, but I'll grab a second one just in case it runs out.
Do you? I guess
Well,
I'll
we're
come
going
with
back
you.
to that basement that I showed you.
Yes, of course. But yeah, I was going to ask. I don't believe our people do too well in the rather hot environment of the Nether.
That scaffold just burned, but it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably already feel the heat to some extent down here since
Yes, it
I
is.
ring the walls with lava just to
It is
make
a
it a
bit
little easier on my
warm
own
in
body.
here.
But
Well, yeah, that makes sense since that's almost your natural environment.
yeah, yeah. Um, right over here.
Okay. Right. Brewing stands. We use them occasionally in the ocean to breathe. We used to make water breathing potions for visitors, and we had Turtle Master potions, which were used mostly for combat.
Yeah,
But
I don't actually have the equipment for either of those. I'm pretty sure you need pufferfish for one. I don't know what you need for turtle master, but I don't have the equipment for those here.
right, brewery is almost a lost art since we haven't had much combat. We haven't had many visitors
It is
for a
really
while.
awkward that I do not have any nether wart whatsoever.
Uh, do you have a farm at all? Or
No, I was planning on building one over here,
thank you, Miss
but
Deli. Thank you for joining. I very much appreciate it. Have a nice evening.
I know.
Oh,
Follow me.
yep. All right then.
I know. What we can do is see if we can find any orange sodas from Bunny's
Orange
place.
sodas.
Oh shoot, you actually can't get up. Wait.
Oh, whoa, careful.
Alright, so here's what we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
do.
go down. Can you
Here's
like
what we're gonna
make any
do.
scaffolding? Oh,
No.
no. Oh no.
Here's what I'm gonna have you do.
Ah, yes, these things.
Yep. That's the plan.
That's the plan to
That's the
escape
plan.
the mini bastion.
Yeah. So
Okay,
just
you go first.
boop.
And bop. Oh, okay. Oh, might have shot that a bit far.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. See if you can find any orange sodas in Bunny's shop. It's all
R-
boarded up, but they've got
Right.
like a basement.
Dang, I don't have any gold on me. Uh,
That's fine. The whole place closed down.
oh, it did?
Yeah, Bunny's shop like fully closed down.
Oh, wow. There's a lot that I've missed apparently.
Yeah, it's did nobody fill you in about Bunny?
A little bit. I heard that Bunny got sick and went to kind of exist with Endo, almost. Like
Yeah,
be near
Bunny's
Endo.
sort of like acting spy, kind of. They think they are.
They think
I'm
they
really
are.
not sure exactly how it works, but Bunny is with Endo and with us to some extent.
Oh, there's some
There
gold
is
in here.
actually 0 orange sodas in here.
Dang.
Okay, you know what? I have 11 minutes worth of fire resistance for you. So we're gonna have to live with it.
We could just get Genie to get us a scaffold, and another wart.
No,
but
we don't. Okay, wait.
no, it's all right then. Well.
Oh, what's this? I have a single nether
Wow,
wart.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
All right. Wow. Would you look at that? Yeah.
I
Wow.
got a scaffold too. Okay, let's
Whoa.
go back to my place. Let's
Okay.
go back to my place. That's wild. That's wild.
What? That seems awfully convenient.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just had it hiding like in my
In
pocket.
your like back
I have
pocket, right?
I've got a lot of pockets on this robe of mine,
I
and
see.
I
Yes,
don't really.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I just
Here,
missed
if you
it.
break that, it's probably gonna burn if I try to break it. Oh.
Right. And that. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Oh wow, you do have a lot of stuff in there.
Yep.
All right, magma cream. A substance I've only heard of and never actually used. As you could probably tell, being nether inhabitant, not super common in the ocean.
Yeah. Why you need blaze powder to make it, or magma cubes.
Right.
So Yeah, there's.
Well then, it's yeah.
All right. Well, whatever you have inventory room for, just take those. Don't take them now. There's redstone going
Of
into it,
course,
but
of course, of course. I have enough inventory room. I'll be okay. I have plenty.
also the orange sodas are only 3 minute.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. So that portal. I think I know the way
right.
to it. I think I know the way to it.
All right then.
I don't understand how that scaffold is like breaking. Oh, it's when I'm punching the thing in. I like accidentally punch down.
Oh yeah.
Is what's happening. All right. So I just have to punch at an angle. That's all.
Okay then.
All right.
Well, I guess this will be one of my many first experiences as of as of late.
Yeah.
Is the portal somewhat nearby, or are we going to have to travel?
It's kind of near Endo's place, but it's like not at Endo's place. It's like,
Ah.
Lord Perry's house.
I
You
don't
know, the
believe
guy who
so.
like was here ages ago,
I
built a
remember who
house,
that
and just
was.
disappeared off the face of the earth.
I remember who he was. I just don't recall being informed of his living space.
There's a big nether portal in the side of the mountain.
I see. All right then. I'm
So
still following him.
hopefully we don't run into Endo.
Oh yes, that would be most unfortunate. Although I was considering, I don't know. There's been something up with Endo. I know that like we've seen Endo. Like we know Endo's a little bit, they're a psychopath. They're bloodthirsty at this
Yeah,
point.
it's
But there's something different about this whole
I
sickness
don't
and
know.
this whole sudden going to explosions and whatnot. Have you seen the village nearby?
Yeah, it's a bit of a
I'm just
mess.
this isn't.
I
It just doesn't
I don't
seem
know
like
what I
Endo.
don't know what you're I don't know
Oh
what you're
wow,
thinking, but just don't get into a fight with Endo.
that's
That's how Endo
yeah.
spreads it around.
That is definitely something I'm not wanting to do. We should probably go around this way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where oh, the sudden urge to say Crypt's Keep because that's their
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But this is where their palace was. I would
Right.
drink a potion right now.
Yes, of course. Thank you for that. Whoa, oh, this feels weird. Oh, 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 yeah, it
Actually,
is.
this is a cooler area, I think, of
Yeah,
the Nether with all of the
it's still kind of hot, but
yeah, it's warm.
whew,
This is you remember Hill Crypt? This is
right.
where we met them.
I see.
Um,
I see. I remember hearing about Hill. Oh yes, I know. I did meet Hill. I did get to see them a little bit from time to time.
yeah, if you'd like to talk up here.
Yeah,
Um,
sure. Sure
there
then.
the Nether it does have other geographical features that vary from place to place, similar to the overworld. This is this is sort of what you could think of as like, I mean, obviously we're in a cave, but I suspect that we're underneath what you could sort of think of as like a desert.
A desert.
Um, yeah, it's just
Nether
this
desert.
stuff, this brown
This.
sand.
Yeah.
It's
This.
got it's got a pretty
Whoa.
high salt content that makes the fire burn
It
like a salt,
seems.
yeah, like
It
a blue.
seems unnatural though. Like, of course, the fire being blue is a sign of it being a little bit unnatural, but I don't know. The sand itself feels different.
It's something. Um, I've never seen any harm come of the sand, but it's
Yeah. Feels like.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's large sort of deserts made of that stuff.
Mm.
Um, a lot of the Nether is just open wasteland made of this netherrack.
Ah. Yes, this
Um,
stone, I guess, right here.
it's
Would you
like
call it stone?
it's like netherstone. We call it
Okay.
netherrack.
Netherrack. All right.
Yeah.
I've read a little bit about what the Nether is and what it's like, but I've never. There are a lot of little details that
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's basalt deltas, which are made of this stuff.
Ah,
There is really no way for me to describe it.
I mean, I'm sure that
Imagine if,
an
or
entirely
imagine
different.
if, yeah, it's a very
It's a
unique
different
Netherland form.
dimension.
Imagine if you took a mountain and ran it through a cheese grater. That's sort of like what a basalt delta is. Um,
Okay. All
yeah,
right
we're
then.
not. Well. Anyway, moving on. And then there's
It,
also forests. There's,
yeah.
there's
Wait. Forests.
yeah,
The Nether. This seems too almost like too
they're
intense.
more like gigantic mushrooms, but they're so
Ah,
large that their stems have like a woodish
I see.
texture to them. So we think of them as trees.
Okay. Makes
Um,
sense. This is an entirely different dimension. I'm not surprised that there are things that I haven't even heard of or seen.
yeah, it's
Right.
it's an experience for sure. But that brings me actually to my next point was the mushrooms.
The
In the Nether there
mushrooms.
are two sources of food. One of
Okay.
them is hoglin meat, which is relatively
Hoglin,
impractical.
I believe, was the
They're just huge,
larger pig.
violent pigs. They're just big,
Yeah.
big, dumb pigs that will try to just
That's
headbutt you like a
yeah, and I
goat.
believe from what I've read they
Um,
have quite strong tusks that can,
they're big and yeah.
Okay.
Um, I suppose you can think of it as like a,
Well, a
I don't
violent
know if,
large pig.
yeah,
Makes
it's
sense.
just
Large hog.
it's just a big nasty pig.
Okay.
But
Anyways, they
yeah,
drop
it's
they
that's what most piglins eat because what we do is
right.
the way we work is we have bastions where we have like reserve supplies of food, armor, munitions, like just all that stuff, right?
Right, makes sense.
But for the most part, the food is accomplished from small like just groups of like hunting parties
I see.
who go into the specifically red forests.
Ah,
Um,
and go and hunt hoglins for their
and go and
meat.
hunt hoglin meat
I
and
see.
just sort of live off of the land as they go. They're pretty nomadic.
Makes sense.
They're not tied to like one bastion. They'll just go place to place.
Right.
But there is another source of food, which
You
the
mentioned
reason why we don't generally use it is because it's not sustainable to you need bone meal.
bone
And
meal.
it's a lot easier to get bone meal in the overworld than it is Nether.
That
Obviously,
is
Nether
true.
there's fossils just laying out there and
Right.
skeletons,
Okay.
right? But skeletons, we generally don't try to fight skeletons,
Skeletons are
because
tricky
it's
to hunt.
yeah, skeletons to piglins feels a bit more like it feels less like hunting, and
Mm,
we
yes, more
we
like a
mostly try to
fight.
keep. Yeah, and like
Yeah.
just in terms of pig and pig, we mostly try to keep to our own in the forests.
Okay.
Um, you also need an abundance, like just not an abundance, but you need sufficient space to do this.
Space. I mean,
But it
under
is an
the
option,
ocean,
and
I'm
that is
sure.
mushrooms, like edible mushrooms.
Edible mushrooms, then.
Yes, and the overworld has them too, red and brown
Red and
mushrooms,
brown mushrooms, yeah.
which you can't eat just because they're too small and insubstantial. But if you use bone meal on them in a sufficiently dark place, and this is the thing is you can't do that in water, nor can you do that in like the brightly lit like lanterned rooms you have, you would need like a cave
Right.
or the
Or.
nether.
Oh, yes.
The entire nether acts as a sort of a cave because it
Okay.
has a ceiling. There's no sunlight here.
I see.
The air sort of glows with a natural light. Um,
Hmm. I
Everything's
mean,
sort
there's
of
light of the
bright.
lava, there's light of fire, there's plenty of
Yeah,
source light
but
of
there
this
is
this thing over here.
but I think you'll find if there weren't candles and glowstone, as you pointed out.
Glowstone, right.
Even if there wasn't fire and lava and candles and glowstone everywhere, the air does just have there's a general visibility in the Nether.
I see. It almost feels like I don't know, like a bubble
It's
that
it's
keeps
like
it
what
traps
it's
the
like
heat
what
in. It traps the heat in, I guess.
I would say
kinda.
it's like what you have in like the deep of the ocean.
Right. That makes sense.
So actually, I'm not sure if you would have the visibility out here, but all Nether mobs are able to see quite well.
Ah.
Um, which I don't know if we need to try that. Like as I said, we just need a cave in the overworld, like
Mhm.
a large cave, and a
Right.
source of bone meal, which I think you can make in the overworld. Because in the overworld you can use redstone, to make sort of automatic composter farms.
Okay. Right.
Or
Composters.
like
I believe we've. Mm,
it's not a it's a pretty
yeah.
staple block in the
Right.
overworld.
Right. Right.
But yeah,
I've read a little
like
bit
you
about
can
them.
bone meal is relatively finite in the Nether
Uh-oh.
unless you go and fight skeletons, but in the overworld,
Okay. Sorry.
skin feeling a little dry, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I.
This is a discussion I had with Bunny. Apparently, Bunny feels better with the virus.
Better
Like
with the.
frequently hydrating themselves because
Ah.
apparently the virus affects just their skin. And I got into a bit of an argument with them over it because piglins, there's not water in the Nether. This is why
Right.
you're drinking. This is the other reason why you're drinking those potions
It's the only
to
real
is to
liquid.
simulate. It's to simulate hydration, basically.
Right.
Um, because otherwise the air here will dry out your skin. There is not a natural moisture in the
Yes.
air.
Even the overworld, while having a trait passed down to the royals, I can breathe above water. It does dry out my skin, and I do need to go in water occasionally to rehydrate. The Nether
Yeah,
would be even worse.
this would be the worst for that. But
Yeah.
yeah, the bit of the argument we had was that see, piglins don't really have a natural moisture to their skin.
Right.
So Bunny was arguing that I should be like, drinking water and like swimming a bit
I
to
see.
get the moisture in, and I'm like, what that is not how my health works.
Ah. I've heard
Um,
that the virus seems to be taking differently to different hosts, almost different people. You
I
are mostly fine. Bunny seems to be
I
more
am
attracted to Endo.
yeah, I am I know very little about this virus, but
As do
I
I.
have my general opinion on how I believe it is working is option one, Bunny's having it worse because they're spending time with Endo.
Which would make sense. It almost, actually, from what I've heard, it almost seems like the virus is like attracting Bunny to Endo, but I might just have misinterpreted that.
Yes. The other way I'm thinking is that this may be a very mentally driven virus,
Ah,
and um, Bunny takes the virus more as a threat than I do.
Bunny seems to be more, I don't know, mentally interesting as well, and Endo especially, where apparently, according to from what I've heard, it seems to be killing Endo, whereas to you and Bunny, it's
They are killing each other. It's an interesting time. I'm surprised that they are the ones who are considered to be closer to each other.
yeah,
But
it's
yeah, that is what I've been imagining for your kingdom. Is if we built like an
mushrooms,
underground, like a cave line,
right?
near
Because mushroom,
near
what would you
to
do with the mushrooms then?
you bone meal them and they grow extremely large.
Okay, but
And
how would you
then
take that and make it into?
what you do is you combine them, the red and brown,
Ah, into what
in
mushroom like
just into
stew?
like yeah, just into a stew.
That could be. That's possible.
It's
I've
very filling. It is very, very filling.
excellent. That's
Um,
good. I've heard some of the people of Qualms have offered to give me access to the wheat farm, but bread doesn't do too well underwater, and we all kind of agreed upon that.
Yeah, and the other thing is, Qualms is a nation, and like I'm speaking as somebody who is like fully a member of it now. Qualms is a nation that is currently built on dealing with violence.
Ah,
Even if it is not at war, right?
right.
It is fragile, and Endo knows it's fragile.
I'm
The
also
leadership,
beginning. I am.
there is an election coming soon. Have
I
you
did.
heard about that?
I did hear about that. Tori mentioned that to me.
Yeah, Tori's been advertising for Genie, which I find interesting because
Mm.
apparently Tori's like in the election.
Yeah, they
I think
explained it to
Tori
me
may
as
just be. I think Tori's just backing out, basically.
Tori did explain to me that they don't see themselves as a leader figure, and they believe Genie would do the best for the nation.
Yeah. Um.
Which, I mean, from what I've heard of James, almost Genie, as much as I'm having my own internal conflict, Genie seems to be the better option.
Yeah. It's hard. I've had my doubts about Genie from just the way I've observed them from the past, but James is reckless
James,
and bloodthirsty
that
when it
is
comes
something
to
I've heard.
dealing with Endo. And like I've tried to kill Endo, but I tried to fight Endo. Uh, I won't say out of self-defense, but I was it was a moment of weakness.
Well, you were
I
involved in
was I
something that
was
you shouldn't have been.
aggravated. I was aggravated.
Right.
But um no, I mean more recently. I had a fight with Endo.
Oh. Alright,
Yeah.
well.
No one died. Okay, technically Peanut died, but neither of us died.
Well,
Were you told about
I
that?
heard that Peanut willingly died, which
Peanut basically
seems
committed
odd.
suicide against Endo and just let Endo hold
Which
the blade to his own suicide.
It
And
seems
then
odd.
and then his body got hijacked by an interdimensional version of himself
Right.
who calls himself James.
James, and he talked about
And
all
James,
this like limbo and stuff.
yeah, and James, I mean, it's really just a name at this point. They act the same, James and Peanut. They both think that the immediate course of action should be to
Just to
send
kill
a
Endo.
hunting party and just kill Endo. And as much as I'd love to be part of that party, because it'd be so satisfying to put my axe to Endo's throat, we tried that. You were there.
Yes.
Endo was captured by a hunting party,
Right.
brought back to a village, thrown in a cage, and executed by Genie.
By Genie, by some of the people of the ocean as well.
And look at where we are now.
Right. And here's the other thing. There has to be another way to do this. James wants Endo dead. I don't know where Genie stands, and Tori wants to imprison Endo. I don't believe...
I think Genie sort of follows Tori's line of thinking more so, and I think I don't see how that will work either, because we also did that.
We did. If
we
this is how
actually
insane,
tried both options, and this is where we are now.
If this is how insane they got from isolation just within house arrest, imagine what would happen if we put them in complete isolation, in capturement, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the election, because I think honestly I can't think of a third option.
There has to be another option.
And I know that I can't convince everyone else that we shouldn't do something with Endo, because obviously we can't do nothing. Endo set explosives around the entire...
Sorry. Sorry.
Endo set explosives around the city. As much as I would like to say that it won't work, I think one of the options will inevitably happen.
There has to be another way, though. Neither of those options are going to end well. There has to be some third option no one's thought of, or no one's, I don't know, been able to accomplish. If we kill Endo, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows if we even are going to be able to kill Endo at this point? If we get close to them, we're going to get infected.
Well, the concern that Genie also brought forward, which I see the same problem with Genie's, like, the imprisonment solution. But what Genie said is that if it fails, Endo will be
Right.
all the more like desire,
Aggravated,
like,
bloodthirsty,
and yeah, against us. And if it does fail, then that means that Endo already killed several people.
we have one shot at this. We have to make this count.
Yeah. I
If we were unable to do it before, we have to be able to do it now. If we don't do it now, Endo, who knows what they're capable of, to be completely honest. When I first met them, I thought they were some random Enderman. And now I'm finding out that they, have methods of communication and methods of visuals all over this world, all over the overworld. They are a sickness, they are violent, they are strong, like, in combat. Who knows what else they're capable of, especially if they manage to make it to the end or whatever it is.
Yeah. I will say that's the reason why I wanted us to meet here. I don't believe there's any way Endo could have eyes or ears within this place.
Which makes sense.
This place is abandoned.
Right.
If we were talking anywhere, I mean, Endo already predicted that we'd meet at my place.
True.
Maybe not predicted. Endo told me, and I don't know how true it is, but Endo told me that
spreads
the
or
eyes
whatever.
just spawn around people to whom Endo has aggression towards.
Which
And
is,
it's like it's just provoked, and they just appear based on agitation.
which is
So maybe
intriguing.
Endo doesn't control it, but Endo apparently
It happened.
it happened. It happened to my place, and I suspected it would happen to Sunasis. So I brought us here.
The thing is that from what I can tell is that it hasn't happened to Sunasis. I haven't seen any eyes, but maybe I just haven't. I don't know.
You
Do you think?
haven't. I mean, I trespassed on Endo's territory and then fought Endo. You may not have provoked Endo's agitation as much.
That is true. But do you think that it could be like Endo, where it's not able to go in water?
That's also a possibility. Sorry, you probably need another. There you go.
Sorry. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you may be out, so I just gave you that.
I have another 4 minutes before,
Alright.
roughly.
Well, I
That's-
mean, you probably have more influence than average on how that runs because you are essentially an equal to whoever is elected in this upcoming election.
Right.
Assuming that we are, I
You
mean,
know,
sure,
allied
Endo is
nations.
Endo's not after Qualms. Sorry, Endo's not after Sunasis. They're after Qualms. So technically, Qualms may
Which-
have more say in how Endo should be dealt with, but you are an equal in leadership to whoever is elected.
It makes me wonder, though, all the people who have tried to talk to Endo, right? That's been a thing, right? People have tried to talk to Endo multiple times.
It's just been Bunny.
Well, I've heard Bunny,
went and
Genie, and Tori have all tried and failed.
I
One-
also spoke with the Endo, and
you tried, and a few people. My point is, all of the people that have tried to speak with Endo, while having, different, methods of speaking and different tones and different intentions, they've all been affiliated with Qualms. What if someone who
you
wasn't
think
really
you think you could
affiliated
make
with
Endo see
Qualms?
reason as a third party?
As much as I don't know how it's going to go, and I don't know how the others would react to it, seeing as most of them are quite violent against Endo. This has to be the third option, or there has to be a third option. Imprisonment and murder, quite simply, it's not going to work. I can already tell you it's not going to work. Knowing Endo, it's not going to work.
We should go sort of back towards the overworld,
Right.
I think.
But
I, as anyone else in Qualms would highly suggest that you do not seek out Endo. But if you do, leave me out of it,
reasonable,
is
fair
all
enough.
I ask.
Alright.
Bit more comfortable in the snowy mountaintop.
Yes, yes. Oh. The snow, at least, is somewhat of a source of water. But
Yeah.
I will say, if I were to do this, and it would honestly be better for you and for me if you didn't inform anyone about this, but I will do it on my own. If I were to do it, I'm still, contemplating. It's a tough decision. But someone has to do something that's not going to aggravate Endo. And if there's anyone that's going to be able to accomplish that, it's going to be me.
Endo knows that Tsunasis has an alliance with Qualms, so I don't know.
I know, and I know we've had our differences in the past, but who else is there? Who else is there that has, relative ties with Endo, relative, I don't know, authority, I guess, dealing with people? Peanut would kill Endo. Genie has tried. You've tried. Tori's tried. Bunny's tried. Which,
Tori hasn't tried. Tori doesn't do that.
that's what he said.
And
He mentioned he'd tried,
really,
apparently. But my point is, I don't even know if this is going to work, but something has to.
well, I mean, as
But-
long as you don't fight Endo, the worst that can happen is Endo won't see reason.
Right. And
So
that's what
I
I'm
just
thinking.
leave me out of this, and
And that's I will.
just remember, don't fight Endo. Don't let Endo, like, it's like going into Endo's manor and spending time there is bad, but if you make blood contact with Endo, it is worse.
All right.
At least as far as Bunny has stated.
I see.
I don't believe everything that I've heard about the virus, but to be safe.
Right. I
Just
do.
in case.
I will. Yeah. I will do my best, and yes, I will leave everyone out of it if possible. To be honest,
Yes,
it'd be
and
better if I
I
disassociated with them from Qualms during this.
yes,
Going.
and as I said, the option you make Endo see reason or you walk away. Don't engage.
Right.
And I mean, best case scenario, if it works, then do tell the joyous news. But
The idea. The thing
wor
is.
the my hope is that the only alternative is you walk away
The thing
and
is,
just
is my goal is peace. Putting Endo in prison and killing Endo isn't peace. It's not pacifist. It's not going to help. The war is going to burn on. It's going to get worse. I will do it alone. I will do it myself. I won't involve anyone else for, there are many risks. But to be honest, I've taken a lot of risks in the last while. Whether it be with food storages or with the magic. Back when the gold was stolen, I, resorted to a few alternatives that might have been a little bit unstable, but it worked. I've taken risks, and I think in order to preserve Qualms, it's, I don't know. I feel like I have to do something. Being, partnered with Qualms, I have to do something. Anyways, let's see if everyone else is doing alright. Are they in the... They aren't in the tavern anymore. Or the pub, as D calls it, I believe. Yeah, the pub. Well, I wonder where they could have gone off to. I see, what was it, Kira's horse over there?
mine.
Oh, yours. Oh, my bad.
Nope, it's not mine. It's not mine. I was just gonna yoink it.
Sal's home?
Oh yeah, have you seen Sal?
I saw Sal earlier a little bit, but I didn't get
How's
to talk
Sal?
to them much. He seems...
Sal went missing last night.
Sal died. apparently.
Sal, what?
Sal was killed by James. They did seem a bit on edge and seemed wanting to
Oh.
move on, but I saw Jeannie and Sal
Oh.
talking earlier. I heard mentions. Sal was murdered in cold blood by James. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't even know when. Apparently last night. But
Oh, I know when. I know when. We held a meeting. It was me. It was James, Fall, Sal, Jeannie, and a block of moss that was apparently Tori, according to James. Um, and James just like translated for the moss. That
alright
was
then.
yeah, that was.
Okay.
I'm not gonna question it. I barely know how Tori works, but
Yeah.
yeah, we left there, and Sal said, "Hey, uh, I'm like Sal said they were gonna get a drink from the tavern, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so we all went to the tavern, except for James and Sal.
Ah, I
And
see.
then and James came in late, and we never found Sal. We went out looking.
Oh, I see. Well, I will say, it's probably best not to bring it up to Sal, because it was brought up a little bit here and there when I saw them earlier, and they seemed very on edge, very wanting to move on from it. Very, nervous laughter, kind of Sal trying to be
Yeah.
positive. It's just like, oh yeah, let's just move on. We can ignore it. Don't worry about it. But it's yeah. Anyways,
Yes.
uh,
Well, I'm going to go and rest.
all right. I'm going to see
Just
if I can find the
remember
others.
what I said. Endo knows you. Endo has fought you.
Right,
Be very careful with what you choose to do if you choose to say anything to
right,
Endo.
right. Thank you. I appreciate your help with the food source and with the information, and I hope to, I don't know, see if I can get some mushrooms from you soon. We can try it out
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. I'll
Well,
see you.
I'll see you around then. Okay. Okay. Well then. That's a lot to take in. It's okay. I've dealt with this before. I've dealt with pressure. I've dealt with a lot of things in my time as being king. This is this is new, but this is nothing too new. So, he's not here, but James seems aggressive, headstrong, wanting to kill Endo. What have I signed up for? When I joined Qualms, I was expecting it to be peaceful and, uniting all people, what Tori and Peanut said it would be. But apparently I was wrong. Apparently I was wrong. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've managed to sign myself and my kingdom up for. But I guess I'm in for the long haul. If there's anything I can do, I have to not let Endo die. To be honest, Endo's probably been through a lot. Something about childhood trauma. I'm interested about that. Where is everyone? Everyone seems to have abandoned Qualms. But something childhood trauma and such. And the amount of times that they've been killed or threatened to be killed, and the execution and whatnot, it's just been. What's this? Okay, what? Pumpkin. Meep. So this is a graveyard, then, I guess? Peanut. Well. And who's this? Bunny. And Sal. Well then. Sorry. I do. Oh, well, there's Jeannie. I do believe that there has to be something I can do. If I could talk to Endo, if I could do something to prevent this war that's gonna break out between Qualms and Endo, there has to be something, right? Like, Endo's been going off, Endo's been doing a lot of things, but so has Qualms, and apparently there's a lot of infighting in Qualms. Not. Oh, and there's Jeannie. And James. Well, let's go talk.
Into the library.
Well then. Hello.
Hello.
Apologies for taking so long. I was just speaking with Ham. Am I interrupting something?
Yes.
Oh. Okay then. I can leave if you want.
2 seconds. You can stay.
You
Alright
want to
then.
join me for a drink?
Sure, I guess.
I know the owner is not.
Whoops. Oh, come on, stupid.
Oh.
Okay.
As long as you make a copy of it, I kind of want to read it. There's
I'll make a copy.
47 pages.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Yeah, there's some business going on.
I see. Understandable. I was just, curious where everyone went. I left, came back, and no, I didn't see anyone, so.
That's exactly how I felt. I'll see. I'll add this to my tab, but see what we have in here.
Oh. I don't think I've heard of a cream soda. Don't think I've heard of a cream soda.
Oh, well, grab it.
Never had this before. Oh, wow. Oh, that's actually really good.
Maybe
And
I'll
you
have
guys-
to ask Dee to send some over.
Yeah, we don't get, considering at the stage that we're at, we don't get luxuries like these very often.
Of course.
Brewery, including like actual magic potions and even just, normal drinks aren't. It's almost a lost art in Synosis.
I suppose it would be quite difficult to get it down there.
Yeah, but
Maybe I'll have to ask Dee, as part of our agreement, to give some to you.
okay then. If you're able to,
Speaking
sure.
of our alliance,
Right.
so currently, I'm sure Peanut already explained this to you. There's a sort of almost force dedicated to it, anti-tyranny, keeping the peace, all that. Correct?
Right. He mentioned that.
He mentioned. Okay, good. I was just making sure you knew.
I mean,
so he
it
didn't
was in
spring it on
when
you.
we were in here earlier. He kind of talked about it a little bit. Asked about. Oh right, it was when you were gone with D. It must have been. James mentioned it to me, and he talked about what was I good at, and if I would be interested in joining. And I'm like, well, I thought it would be. I mentioned I was quite a scholar, a little bit.
Oh, you're a scholar yourself as well.
Yeah. So I guess I'm involved in that now, which I feel like is fair. I don't know. I don't really know what James defines as anything anymore, and I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but at this point, anything I can to keep peace. If I deny it, it's almost going to turn out worse.
Don't worry, I'll try to prevent him from dragging you into anything stupid.
Oh, and here
How
they come.
did those two get over there?
Oh.
Hello, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I got the books.
Books?
Okay. Well, It's pretty-
Okay, something I don't need to. Yeah, it's all right. Understandable.
I won't. I don't want to be the one to tell you, but Gene is free too.
You'll learn them about them later. It's nothing.
Okay then.
Yeah.
As much as I
But-
wish to be as informed as possible, if it's something that I don't
It
need to know,
really
that's-
does not matter to anyone
if it
recently.
doesn't concern me, then that's okay, I guess.
It concerns the past of just connections. It's fun.
Ah,
Apologies.
excuse you.
Are you okay?
I am fine.
Okay.
So,
So,
other than that, what happened while I was gone? I was out with Ham for a good bit.
me and Dee talked, and then they went looking for Tori and Peanut.
Guys,
Ah.
hey,
Hello.
Hello, James. Well then,
Hello.
today has been definitely something interesting, I guess, to say the least.
Actually, Tori, will you come with
Yes.
me for a second? Peanut Tea Pueblo Company.
Okay.
Okay then.
alright, pal.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you crazy idea. This is a crazy question.
Okay.
Alright, so you know how we have that team that we were talking about, right?
Right. That group
And
against
I-
tyranny and whatnot.
Yeah. And I don't know if you wanted to join, right?
Sure. Yes.
Alright, cool.
Feels
cool.
like a
So
just cause. When would this kind of group be, I don't know, officially started, or are you still gathering members? You there? Oh, you're muted. Okay then.
oh, come on. Why do I
Yeah.
always do that?
Yeah, you're
Okay,
muted.
anyways,
Sorry, man.
yeah, okay. It's fine. Okay, yeah. So Ham's a maybe.
Okay.
We are we're going on our first mission. It's not anytime soon. Well, it
Oh.
is actually soon, but it's not like tomorrow. That's what I
Okay
said.
then.
But basically the mission is just gathering intel. That's all it is.
Gathering intel. On what?
On a certain somebody who lives like 200 blocks away from us.
Alright then.
The walls have been stripped of their eyes already. The inside, we don't know where the eyes are at, but it seems that
Okay.
the place is empty so far,
Interesting.
but we can't just gather intel without the actual person.
So you went there. You went to the manor.
Yeah.
And did you find
Didn't go
Endo?
inside. No, Endo's not there right now.
Oh. Interesting.
But the main thing about this intel gathering is
Right.
that we need Endo there. Just in case somebody goes with Endo there, right?
Yeah.
Because if they start talking about something without them knowing that we're there, we could enter and gather a lot of intel from them, you know. Like
Interesting.
if they talk to somebody who's a spy, now we'll be able to know who that spy is and
Right.
get rid of them.
I see. Understood.
And yeah, so what we have so far, who we have, is only 4 people, because it's a mission for intel. It's not technically just go in there and kill Endo. If it was, then we just have the entire
Right.
Qualms.
Right. Yeah.
But we've set up perimeters, or we've set up signs that show signs that show which side, right?
So
which
you've like.
side each person will come from, because there's 4
Okay.
entrances.
Alright
I'm
then.
coming from the side facing towards Pumpkin's base. So if we're facing this way towards Endos, that would be the left.
Okay.
if Ham is joining, he would come from the right. You'd come from the back, and Tori would come from the front.
And this is what, to gather intel or as an assassination attempt?
Possibly both in one, but mainly just to gather intel. We're gonna have to do it at night too, because
Yeah, I see.
if we do it in the daylight, it's gonna be easier to spot us. Plus, we're gonna need some suit for it, because I mean, you have a crown. Plus, your hair isn't the darkest color, and if you take off your armor, you aren't wearing the darkest of stuff. It's kind of like,
Well, it's you know, it's royal clothing. It's
yeah,
not intended to be. It's meant for stealth operations.
yeah, that's why. Which is why we do need, some kind of stealth gear
I guess.
to be able to sneak into there at night without Endo knowing.
And you mentioned like when would this be? Like just give me a rough estimate.
Whenever-
A few days, a few weeks. How long?
Days, hopefully. But if
few
it's a
days.
few weeks, then that gives us enough time to just,
Scout out
upgrade our
or
stuff
plan the
and
mission.
scout out and
Okay.
prepare for it, and prepare for more.
Right.
So
Makes
yeah, that's
makes
the
sense.
main mission.
And other than that, we just kind of are around Qualms, make sure no one goes out of control with power. And
Yep.
what if someone were to go out of control?
Well, first, obviously, just hopefully stop the tension. We'll try and compromise with them. If compromising doesn't work, though, either it'll be exile, a trial, or just execution. Depends on how bad the situation is, though.
Sorry, I had to zone out for a bit. Could you go back over that?
Okay, so anyways, if someone was to go mad with power in this place,
Right.
mainly just this place, any outside stuff,
We can
it's
worry
not
about
really
that
our
later.
problem. It's not our
Yeah,
problem
true.
unless they make it our problem.
True.
But so what we would do is we'd, obviously try and settle the situation a little bit. Compromise first.
I see.
After a attempt of compromise, if it fails, then we exile or put them on trial, right?
Right.
If that doesn't work, then I think the only possible solution would be an exile. Or not exile, sorry.
Execution?
Execution, yes. I got the two words mixed up.
I found that doesn't usually work too well. With, at least in my experiences with Endo, but I guess it's possible to, if it gets to that extent.
Yeah.
Anyways, from what I'm gathering, you sound tired. I am a little bit tired. I probably need to head back to Synosis to make sure everything is going well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really tired. I'm never tired. I'm ready for it. If there was a war right now, I'd probably be ready.
Ah, I see. Understandable.
I'm ready for whatever happens.
Well, do you think... I'm curious as to what Jeannie and Tori are doing, but that's not really any of our business.
Yeah, it really isn't, but... the pube.
Do wonder when they're coming back, though.
They're right there. They're coming back right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
What if I shoot at them?
that's
Not
not a
like
good
at
idea.
them, but
That's not a good idea.
No, what if I just shoot it into the air?
I guess?
Hello.
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 How's it going?
It's going alright. I just got some more information about this, anti-tyranny group, I guess.
Oh,
Which is good.
Splendid.
Interesting. About a new, mission, I guess? What did you call it? Was it a mission?
Well, yeah, it's a mission.
Operation?
Whatever you want to call it.
Operation, right. Okay. Endo does seem to be a main concern of this place.
They certainly are a very common nuisance.
Right, well, while I've gained a lot of information from today, my kingdom does probably await my return, so I most likely should, get going. I do appreciate all of your hospitality once again, and as always.
Yep, it's
I'm
nice
sorry.
having you here.
Taking your time out of your royal schedule. Krieger.
Honestly, this fits right, and it's good information to know, so I can help in any way possible. So, with that, if you need my help in any way, you can let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
Alright, we appreciate that very much.
Yep. And
That's
with
good.
that, I probably should get going. So,
Alright.
I
Goodbye.
guess I will
Bye-bye.
hopefully see you all around, and please don't kill anyone while I'm away this time.
We'll certainly try our best.
We've been trying.
Try at least.
It's a struggle.
And if something does happen, let me know.
We
Yeah. I'll
Alright,
messenger Genie your way there.
will.
Right.
Yeah.
Or send Meep or someone.
Well, we'll make sure you know.
Right.
Yeah.
In any case, I will see you all around, and I'll be back eventually. Just make sure everything's all right and keep getting information. So
Farewell, Bubba.
farewell. I will see
Bye.
you around.
Bye.
Whoops. There we go. All right. Well, in that case, there's a lot to consider. Maybe talking to Endo isn't such a good idea. Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I hate it. I hate that feeling of not knowing. Hurts me to no end. Having known, everything there was to know all my life, and basically being told there's, I don't know, like reading a 30-page book only to find there's a second part that's like 200 pages long. I don't know. There's so much to know, so much to learn, which is great. It's something new, but man, it's troubling. And now I have the issue of figuring out what to do about Endo. No one's going to talk to Endo. No one's going to try to talk to Endo again. I have to do it. But I have to do it very carefully. I feared this would happen, but if Peanut somehow finds out that I plan on talking to Endo, or if they see me talking to Endo, there are more risks here than just getting sick and being killed by Endo. There's the larger risk of being exiled or executed by Peanut or James himself, banished from Qualms, the like. Well, there's gotta be something I can do. But I'm gonna have to figure this out, or Qualms might just become this. I'll have to do it. I only have one choice. If I don't talk to Endo, it's all over. And I guess there's nothing I can really do to stop it if that fails. So I'll give it my best shot.